All right, so today we're going to be taking apart these two hives. We're actually going to be splitting them. I had talked about doing this a couple weeks ago, decided against it, but some good old friends of mine decided that I should probably do it, give it a shot this year. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this box, we're going to make a second hive out of it around the corner here. We'll show you that when we're done. We're going to be putting some apivar in here as well to treat the mites that we tested a couple weeks back. We'll also have a helper today. My beautiful wife will be an extra pair of hands and eyes to spot the queen so we don't move her unexpectedly. So that's what we're going to be doing, splitting the hive, feeding them both, and having two hives going into winter. I think will be a very interesting process. So let's get into it. So now we're going to be checking these frames and seeing which 5 from up top is a viable candidates to be moved to the new hive. So this next one, it's kind of heavy. Lots of sugar water going in on it. I don't know where they would be finding any nectar at. I'll show you guys. Eggs going in up here too. So the queen, this could be a viable candidate to move over. One of the 5 frames we take from the top box, or we leave in the top box, that is. We'll be leaving 5 of these frames and putting 5 of them in the bottom. So this is a viable candidate here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take 3 of these frames with the new hive, and with the established hive, I'm gonna leave these 3 technically, because this one has sugar water on it as well, or nectar going in. So there's 3 frames of food for the established hive and 3 frames of food that I'm taking for the new hive we're making. And then there's gonna be 4 frames here that don't have a lot on it. There's not much strong calm out, but if I move these over here and kind of switch them around a little bit, they'll build it out. The new colony is very productive with comb building. So this is one we're going to move over. Got a lot of honey on this side, cap brood on this side. So we're going to move it over. What I'm running into is not enough brood and too much food. Respect. Okay, lots of brood here. Lots of brood. This is definitely what I'm taking. See, found the queen. Found the queen right here. She's gonna stay with the original box. Lots of larvae on this frame. We're gonna leave that with the original box too. Not only because she's on it, but we gotta leave them with something. The only reason I would need gloves out here is for the briars. Nothing squished. Don't. God, he got me right on the tip of the finger. Oh, shoot. About to get me again. Okay, so we've moved our other box already. This is the second deep. Right here, we've moved it around the corner. It's the cardboard there. I don't have an entrance reducer, so I have to makeshift one until Friday. Friday, I'll be getting a queen and an entrance reducer and some other little odds and ends, and that'll be the ending part of this video. Today is Friday. We have the queen bee. We're gonna put her in. I bought some pollen patties. I just cut it in some thin strips because there's not a lot of bees in this hive to really handle it all. So we're gonna put the queen in today, do some apivar strips, and then we're going to see, hopefully this queen will be accepted by the hive. It's been over 48 hours since they've been queenless, so we're gonna hope that's enough time. We're gonna give them their queen, and I'll try to show you guys what I didn't show you the other day. I'll show you some of the frames. 2 of them are empty, 3 of them were fresh comb with some sugar water in it, and the other 5 were straight brood and honey, capped honey. So there should be plenty of resources for them in this. And this is the new hive, by the way. So we're gonna get into it, and hopefully this queen will be accepted. So we're in the new hive now. Look at some of these frames, make sure they're not building their own queen cell. And then we're gonna attempt to put the new queen in it. I really hope this works. That's literally just a frame of honey. Nothing else. With some capped brood on this side. Nothing crazy. So they're a little more aggressive right now just because they are queenless. And they know that. Yep, some brood hatching on this side, which is fine. That's why we moved the brood over, so it would hatch. Oh, still some capped brood. That's good. I do see the beginnings of a queen cell on this one. Yep, there's 3 queen cells on this one. 4. Wow. Okay, so if you look right here and make sure it's on camera, they have 1. Where are the other 3? 2, 3, 4 queen cells on this one frame. So we're gonna look in them, see if there's anything in them, and there more than likely is. Yep. Yep, every cell has something in it. So we're gonna need to destroy those, or destroy all but one before we put this queen cell in there. I'm actually gonna leave them alone. Oh, there's another one on this side. This frame has 5 queen cells, and there's something in this one too. So there's 5 queen cells here. They know they're queenless, so they went ahead and took some of the eggs I gave them and built queen cells, which is fine. They should, in theory, they should still accept this queen. At least I hope they do. Yeah, it looks like they built all their cups on one frame. So that one frame has 5. Well, let me see this. This might be another one. It is. Is there anything in it? There's nothing in that one. Okay. But there is a cell there. It could potentially be another one. Alright, and this last frame is just resources, sugar water. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. 9 queen caps on this frame. And all of them. Yeah. All of them have something in them. Yep. So in total, there are 14 queen cells on this frame, or in this hive. 14 queen cells. (14). 9 on one frame and 5 on the other. So we're gonna have to take and kill some of them. Just destroy them. That's the most developed one right there. This one on the bottom of this frame right here, that's the most developed one. We're gonna look at it here and see. But really what you do with these queen caps, or these queen cups really, what you do is you take your pick here and you just kind of mush them out. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So you're just taking, you just mush them out of the way. And you gotta make sure you get them all. I think there was 4 on this one. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroyed those, okay? And then the one on this back side, if I can remember where it was, we'll get it too. There it is right there. That one looks empty. But there are still eggs in here, so they could still develop it. So we're actually going to destroy it. Yeah, it was empty. There's another one right there. There's 2 right there, actually. So there were 7 on this one. So in total, there were actually 16 queen cells in this hive. Get this last frame out. I want to show you guys all these cells they've built out here. All these queen cells. Let me get my pointer tool here. So hopefully you guys can see them. These are the queen cells. There are 9 on this one frame, right in the middle here. They all have royal jelly and egg in them. So we're just gonna destroy them so they don't become anything. You just kind of mush them down. We don't want them to have a backup plan here. We want them to accept this queen. So there we go. There's all 9 destroyed. That should be every cell in the hive gone now. So we're gonna put these back. Put these back in. And we're going to try. I need to do a few things. I need to put the entrance reducer on this new hive instead of that cardboard. I need to give them an actual entrance reducer. And then we also need to get it put on this stand over here. Okay, they're becoming very angry. I don't know if you guys can hear that on your end, but the buzzing is getting very loud. We're going to try to button this up as quick as we can here. Okay, there we go. So I've been told that the smoke can also help them accept the new queen, because it kind of masks the pheromones of the old queen, which should be out of this hive already. They shouldn't have any pheromones from the old queen left. That's why they started building queen cells. So now we're going to attempt to, it looks like the bees have found her already. So when you buy a queen cage, this is what you get. You get a little box, it's a screen on it, and you can't see her right now, but there's a queen and about 6 bees with her. She comes in a little thing. On this end there's a cork. There's a cork on both ends, but the white stuff you see right there is the candy. That's candy, so they'll eat through that and they'll come down to the end here, and the queen will be released. But they need time to get used to her scent. Wedge that under. This is the entrance reducer. It's just a long piece of wood. It's got a 4-inch hole on it, and then a 1-inch hole on this side. So right now this is a small hive. We're gonna put the 1-inch on it. Probably before too long I'll need to use the 4-inch, but right now we're just gonna put it in the 1-inch setting because there's not a whole lot of activity on this hive just yet. So we're gonna set it down here in the entrance. And we're gonna slide that out of the way, and there you go. It's a little small, but it'll do what we need it to do. So we've got the entrance reducer on there now, and I bought some hive stands. So now I can pick this up and move it over to this hive stand here, which I'll go ahead and do now, and you'll see it in a second. So that to me looks much better than the bricks. Here's what I had it sitting on. Just some old bricks. Now I've got it on a nice wooden stand. And I'll tell you where I got all this stuff in a minute. I'll even link them in the description. Really nice company. Not too far from my house. So we've squashed all the queen cells. We've checked it, we've double checked it. There's no more queen cells in here. I'll probably need to come back in a few days and just recheck it. Give the queen time to settle down. Let's go ahead and get her in here along with a strip of pollen patty. So this is your pollen patty, a strip of it anyway. You kind of just scoot the bees out of the way here. For a colony this size, you don't have to use a very big strip. So you just kind of scoot them out of the way, lay it on top, and they'll take that and they'll feed their young, and they'll eat it themselves. But you don't want to use a big one because small hive beetles will lay their eggs in this, especially on a small new hive like this. There's not enough bees to really protect it, so they'll eat this, feed the young and everything, because they are hungry. I don't think I had very much pollen in here when I moved them.